Hello, my little munchkins, crones, and sunflowers. How are you? Well, I hope everything with you is copacetic. Baby Crone not just did a live about 30 minutes ago, and I hope you watch it. Please go watch it. It's Chit Chat with the Crones. We had a wonderful, wonderful time. It got a little real because Baby Crone is scared of us. So please, if you get a chance, please go watch it and give us a thumbs up. But in the meantime, we're going to read on Keke Palmer and Darius. You know they are the talk. We talked about them and Chit Chat with the Crones. But before I go on, I had bought this deck of cards like months ago, and it's Heaven and Earth tarot cards. And I haven't used them. So I don't know how I'm going to do with this reading because I haven't broken the cards. They're brand new. They were sitting in a box, and I said, oh, when my cards get a certain way, they just get hard to shuffle. And I love they have been shuffled and shuffled. But when they new, you could just, you just go through them. They glide, you shake them up. They're not swole like these. These started off like that. Now look at it. They get swole after a while. Look at that. Look. They don't even sound crisp, right? But
they didn't.
They just sound sad, right? Listen to this. I can't do anything because of my nails, brother. Hear the difference?
That did sound better.
Didn't it? Let me do it one more time, just in case you ain't get it. This is the old, not old. When they old, they really broken in, really.
Mm-hmm.
They are so broken
and full of energy.
Hear that? You hear that, right? Now let's do this again. Okay, you said, what am I doing? I'm goofing off, but bear with me. Breaking in the cards. See how they slide?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I love about new cards. So anyway, we want to know, what is it that we want to know, baby? What is it that we really want to know? We want to know.
Yes, is this the right move for Keke Palmer?
Right move.
To go back to Darius Jackson.
Darius Jackson. Baby Crone, I'm glad you didn't call him the abuser. Baby Crone been calling that man the abuser. I think they abused each other. And like I said in my reading, I'll say it and say it and say it and say it. I feel as though that, we got a lot of alpha females out there. And there are women, like when she wore that outfit to the usher, I thought that she shouldn't have did it. She should have respected her man. If a man said no, no. But yes, she went out there. She wanted to make him just jealous. And all I see with Keke, I see she is very strong. What's her sign? Don't tell me she's Sagittarius or Libra. I know she's very strong.
Okay.
Baby Crone, I didn't bring my juice. I gotta go get my juice. Keep them occupied until I come back.
Okay. Right now I'm looking up Keke Palmer's sign at the moment. Okay, Keke Palmer is. Keke Palmer is 30. Just recently turned 30. Her birthday was August 26th.
And she's 30 years old.
Yes.
Keke should think about getting married. She loved that Darius.
She's a Virgo. Oh, her birthday's getting ready to come up. She's getting ready to turn 31 at the end of this month.
Is that correct?
Yep, on August 26th.
Wow. I can't do nothing about my drink, That's got to be real. It's got to be. Just when I don't normally use it, I went. So anyway, because I suffer with a nasal drip, so an allergy, so I have to have something to drink. All right, so we got Keke Palmer.
And her boyfriend is an Aquarius.
And he is how old?
Darius Jackson is. Will it tell me? Okay, let's see.
Hello, Miss Jackson.
He's.
Is this for real?
No, wrong
I
Darius.
didn't mean to make you cry. I apologize 1,000 times. Hello, Miss Jackson.
He is 29.
She's older than now.
Yes, by a year.
Okay, that ain't mine. She's big sister.
Mhm.
All righty. So we want to know, are they going to get, is this the right move for Keke? So let me put a card out there for them to represent them right now. Okay. Baby, you're going to have to help me with this because you know, this is the Eight of Cups.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes, interesting.
Eight of Cups. Mm. When I think of the Eight of Cups is, you can look at it as someone leaving a situation, but I look at it as leaving the sorrow. Where you see that missing, well, you can't see it with these, but it's like a missing cup. And instead of, you see the red leaving, like somebody with a red jacket or red coat leaving. Here, they still have on the red, but these are mystical, so you can't see it. So I'm not even, I'll show it to you, but you really won't see it that well anyway. But anyway, just think of the Eight of Cups and the original tarot deck. I thought I could just grab one and it'd show up. I don't know, I felt real special. I felt real magical.
That would have been amazing.
That would have been freaking amazing if I would have did that, but I'm picking up all negative thoughts. I'm gonna put them down because I don't want, because Keke Palm is talking over here. My thing is, I know that she loved this man, and she loved this man from the very beginning. I think that she did that because she was angry. I think that she wanted to expose him. You know, sometimes when women have babies, they still hormonal. And I feel as though her baby was pretty much still young at the moment. I think it was hormonal. I think that she's just going through a trip. And a lot of people got on the bandwagon with him. I did think he was violent because when her mother came on the air, I really did. However, I don't deny that. But I don't know if the man got help or anything. But what I do know and what I suspect and what I know now, if it was abuse, it was from the both of them. Because she went back to what she claimed was her abuser. And so many people are upset about it. I'm not. Many people had that picture thinking she's pregnant. She could be not. Either way, I think if she loved Darius, she needs to marry him.
Yes.
Make it legal and be cool with it. Because if you're not planning on going anywhere in this relationship, why go back? If it's not about moving to the next level, y'all young. She's 30, be 31. He's 29, going on 28. Going on 30. So they're at that age where they should be bonding, making a family, making it legal for the child's sake. This is my opinion. You may call it old-fashioned. Okay, that's how I feel. But with this 8, I definitely see them leaving the sorrow behind and moving on. They're going to try to fix the broken pieces. At least this is what they say on the media, that they're getting back. I think she said that she's getting back.
Yeah, I think so. That picture was even posted on Darius's social media, so that's like a declaration of showing.
I'm wondering, while I'm doing this, you could look and see, did she ever say they were getting back together, or if it was just media talk? Because here, I see to the heart, she still had doubt, and guess what? It's another 8. So she still had doubt, but she is moving. Here, she's stuck. She loves him. She loves him. She really loves him. And she's stuck. But I do think that she's getting back together. Did she say anything?
No, not directly, no. But she has dropped, within the last month, she has dropped the restraining order against Darius Jackson and also the custody case against him.
Okay. So that sounds positive,
yes,
right?
It does.
But I still see here on one side, on my left side, I see the 8 of Swords. So it's still a lot of mental stuff going on. I do see them moving, right? I see here the heart. I see where the heart is, where she's trying to leave that hurt or leave that disappointment. But yes, she's looking forward, and it's the Tower. And so it's like you leaving a broken heart, you look in your near future because it's right next to her. What does that tell me? That tells me that Tower moment that she has to forgive. They both have to forgive. They're still working on it because it's showing up in the reading. Even showed up over here. Oh my God.
Oh, okay. Well, at least that worked that time.
At least I didn't know it was somebody. I didn't know I was going to get it right, but I didn't know I was going to get it right, but I knew it was somewhere over there. That Tower moment showing up. So that let me know that this is something that they're getting over. This must have really Out of all of their arguments and all of their disagreements, this was the one that sent them over the edge. And this is shortly after having a baby. Now, sidebar. I said to baby Crone, I'm always utterly amazed at how many relationships break up during the first year or the second year of after a woman have a baby.
Yes.
Even DDG.
Mm-hmm.
Or they break up. Well, I don't understand. I think it's hormonal. I think for the first year, you ought not break up, no matter what. Be silent about it. Live separate, but no breaking up literally.
Fair enough.
Tough it out, at least for that first year, until she can get her hormones back together. Because it's not a good time to make a decision.
No.
And she was hormonal, because her baby was how old? How old is her baby now? I don't think is her baby 2 years old?
2 years.
It might be 2. Because when all of this was going on, the baby could have been 1. I don't know. But it was a baby. What they say.
I'm trying to figure out how.
Well, baby Crone figuring that over her head. See, I see here. I see a lot of emotions Keke has. She
Yes,
has
he is a year. They gave birth to him February of 2023, so last year.
Last year, and they broke up shortly after. That's what I'm saying. I'm starting to see it with DDG. Their baby is a year, right? Yep, DDG. Yeah. It's somebody else. It just seemed like this is just very hormonal time for men and women that just had the baby. Well, anyway, I definitely see here an overflowing of emotions, an overflowing of love and new beginning. And maybe that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking they're working it out. I really do. The cards are showing, yeah, with trepidation, feeling a little heart, not rushing in too quickly and still dealing with the devastating effects of the breakup. And also here at the very core of it, being able to put it behind and move on from it. That's a beautiful thing. That's what I see. And for the bottom, it's like, what's going on? It's like they still not ready. Even if they're in a relationship or even if it's quiet, they're not ready. They need more time to heal, more time for counseling, more time, because here I see the moon. I see the moon. And whenever the moon is, that's like the dark nature or they could be in therapy or talking and dealing with these dark emotions. And I think as long as they're trying to deal with them, if they can handle it, fine. But I think if they learn and go through these things, maybe it's not a good idea for them to lock in and tell the world that they're back together.
Yes.
Let me ask you this. Did she put it out that the charges would drop, or did somebody else put it out?
That's a very good question.
Because I think that she needs to be more private about her relationship. That's not good. Because a lot of people are kind of little bit of feeling a certain way that she take them back. I'm glad. I think if you could work it out. It's hard out here. It's hard. I don't care who you are. Keke Palmer or Michelle Obama or Jane Fonda. It's hard for you to find love and a mate. It's not easy. And we live in a time when people got so much game here in the United States. I can't speak for the other parts of the world. It's hard to find a good man or a good woman. What's a good man? A man that work with you, a man that you work with, a man that his negatives don't bother you and your negatives don't bother him. And y'all can come together, know how to reason and talk and get along and not all this fighting and just being real. It's hard to find realness. It's hard to find loyalty. Mm-hmm. So when these relationships break up and they want to give it a chance, even with Jennifer Lopez and Ben, it's a beautiful thing. But the thing is, people don't know when to let go and say, you know what, we tried, it didn't work, it's not in the cards for us. Mm-hmm. It's just not. Maybe in another 10 years.
Yeah.
Maybe if you're single and I'm single,
away from each other.
Maybe it wasn't enough. Maybe this 10-year wasn't enough. Maybe in another 10 years, maybe we be right for each other. Or maybe not. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yes, apparently it says the outlet, whichever company this somebody had talked to, I take it is the hip hop. But it says the outlet is also alleging that Palmer has dropped her request to retain sole custody of the couple's shared son. But hip hop
now it's no longer my son. Because last it was my son.
Yeah.
Now it's our son. Just the small wording in it all. But go ahead. I like
yeah,
it.
it seems like a source or somebody has spoken out.
So she didn't put it out?
No.
Okay. See, that's what I'm saying. And is there anything private anymore?
Yeah, for real.
Well, you have a question. Oh, so I do see them moving on, and I do see that they are not totally well, but it does seem that they're working on it, and at least they're in a place. Let's see. Are they in? Let me see what the black card is. The black card is the Queen of Swords. Is it the Queen? I can't read it. Yeah. Or it's the Princess? It isn't no Princess of Swords.
Yes, that does say Princess of Swords. I take it that means a page.
Oh, yes. Thank you, baby. I'm not used to the cards. Thank you. You're the one who opened up the cards to the people.
I sure did.
Was that a couple of months ago?
I think so.
Yeah. So you already seen them, right? Okay. Well, anyway, this is the Princess. Thank you, baby. I couldn't even figure out where that came from. Well, anyway, this is the Princess. So they let me know this is her reading and this is about her, And the Princess is somebody who thinks but can react irrationally, immaturely. They could be so mature, but yet they go in and start thinking irrational or getting to think that they know everything because they're so intelligent and because they know a lot and they're intelligent for it. They not intelligent. They're very wise for their age. She's always been, now for Keke, she's always seemed like a wise person for her age. But in general, the swords represent the source of energy, of thought, of thinking, of what is the word? That's not what I want to use, but frequency.
Okay, yeah.
And the source, air is the source of frequency. And as you see, you can see her with a sword up, holding it with one hand, looking in a different direction. That doesn't seem like somebody who knows how to use a sword correctly.
Yes.
You understand? So, but because she's looking in another direction like this, like she's holding a lollipop or ice cream cone with ice cream or something. So it lets me know that she's feisty, she's strong-willed, she's strong opinionated, but all at the same time, she still could be a little immature. But she's not all immature, just she can be. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, you have a question?
Yes, my question is, does Keke Palmer love Darius Jackson?
Ooh, well, here I definitely see the King of Pentacles.
Okay.
She's like, I'm the king of this relationship. And here's another pentacle, that's the Six of Pentacles.
Okay.
And this is lovers. Wow. It just seems to me power, money, and love.
Okay.
Power, money, and love. But the wonderful thing about this pentacle here, and it's the same thing over here, it's like if they want to get back together, because at the end, you see love. And so, yes, she loves him. But if they want to get back together, they have all the resources they need. Everything they need is right before them. All they have to do is go through the gate and make it rain in their life. They have everything they need. This is what the Ace of Pentacles about. Meaning the earth has given you everything you need. Anything you need, you have it to make it work. And here, but it's up to this personality that is very strong and can be controlling to understand how she's going to direct and give her love. It's about maturity. It's about being mature. It's about forgiving, moving on, and not. I really do see, because here I see somebody moving on. Here, I see a princess, still someone in authority. And yet I see here, again, I think that she may suffer with her ego.
Oh.
She may have a fat ego. And it could get in the way of his ego because of his looks. So you probably have two people that ego driven by two different things.
Mm-hmm.
Her career and her fame and fortune, him by his looks, his stature, his color. It's like, because that's what I see. And she's drawn to that. She loves him. And they could make it. It's up to her. It's up to her. It's up to her. It's up to them. But being the woman, it's up to her. But it's still up to them. Mm-hmm. And so I want to know, do Darius want her back?
Okay.
He hopes so. This is a Princess of Cups. This is the teller. It seems like here he hopes for it. Yes, he wants the relationship. He wants the relationship with her. And again, here I see the swords, but here I see the Princess of Cups. Mm-hmm. So he still had feelings for her, yes. And here it's like up and down, tossing and turning. Like either she want me, she don't. He wants her, but it's like indecisiveness for both of them because of the last breakup. I think that was probably one of the worst that they had on air, or if ever, and expose her life like that. It was really horrible. But I do think that they go back and forth. I do think that they're working out their relationship. I really do. Will they get back together? I'm looking for an definitive answer. Will they get back together? This says perfect work.
Oh, okay.
So this is the 4 of, I don't know what this is. You tell me, because I don't think that's a pentacle.
You read this good question.
I don't know what it is. I told you I don't know these cards.
I can't tell if that's a 5 or a 4.
Oh, it's a 4.
Oh, well, that can't be the Emperor.
No, it's not the Emperor. It's a door. So
maybe the 4 of Pentacles? I don't know. I can't see that represented.
Oh, it's the 4 wands.
Oh, wow.
The cards are so dark. That's a problem. But I like them, but they're dark. I just have to get to know them. Because I was like, wait a minute, this is a 4 wands. So, foundation. So this is a foundational card. And not only that, you see in the middle, they got a reef around the whole door where it's a walking in. So they walking to it. The foundation, they got to get their foundation right. Respect, loyalty, respect for one another feelings, listening to one another. I think because I can see the whole cards working, but I do feel that they still not quite right. Yeah, I definitely see here still dealing with the public. This is what this phase is. Seeing how the public feel. She haven't admitted to anything, but seeing how the public feel about their relationship. This is going to have a big thing. How they're going to deal with that? Are they going to be like Goliath and all of the minions that's coming up against it? Well, I hope not too many people come up against their relationship, because I really want them to work. If not for them, for the baby's sake. Here, I see the Empress. You spoke her up. So, do he love? He wants her back. He's willing to defend. He's willing to do whatever it takes to work for her, to get her back, definitely. Yes. He loves her and he wants her. She wants him, but I don't know. Is their relationship strong enough to handle a getting back together?
Okay.
The sword showed up again, but that's a good thing, because when the Ace of Swords shows up, it's like the power of resources. So it's like, yes, they can, if they're willing to work on their mental, if they're really working on the way that they communicate with each other. And most of all, if they can keep the media out of their relationship,
Yes.
no matter how ugly it gets. You know, if it leaks, let it leak, but don't be the first to put it out there. If it's not positive, don't put it out there. And then I see the hermit. But if I look at the hermit coming from the hermit and the hermit and the
Empress.
are looking at each other.
Mm-hmm.
So that means yes, the hermit and the prince, the hermit and the empress are looking at each other, and it says yes. I think they will do well if they get back together, if they do the things that is required, and I definitely see a joyous time.
Mm-hmm.
And if they get their frequency right, and if they really want it and respect one another and loyal and continue to go with therapy for at least 6 months, or whenever they come to a problem and they feel like they can't solve it, it's time to call 911. Therapy, 911. I just think it's wonderful to get with a child. I think a child should have their birth father and birth mother together. I didn't have it. Well, I had it for a little while, but when my mother and father broke up, I didn't have that. And I wanted baby Crone to have that. And I didn't have it. And what is it like to have your mother and your father?
You know,
When
honestly,
we were together. Well, she was grown when we broke up, but
the best honestly, the only thing I can really say, which I hope it can do somebody some justice out there. I'm sorry, but it just feels normal, you know, it just feels like I guess everything's completed, maybe.
you sleepy.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I was just gonna say I think everything's completed in a sense because you know we have that family unit. We sometimes have
Yeah, I lost the thought. Okay.
yes, you did. Just have that family togetherness, wholeness. That's wholesome family. That's the best thing.
What was it like being the only child, though? I would never know what that's like.
It has its ups and downs. I enjoy it for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes having a sibling to talk to, or you know, have a sibling to defend, or a sibling to look up to you, that just sounds like a good experience.
Okay. Well,
I do have a question.
okay, yeah.
Yes, I want to know.
Sorry for that. I just dripped it off into Never Land.
Okay.
Go ahead, Vicky.
Yes, I do have to go there.
Go.
Okay, is Darius Jackson willing to change?
What do you mean? Change what? His personality?
No, just yes. If that means he doesn't have to.
Is he willing to get away from? Is he willing to get help for his anger?
Yes.
Wheel of Fortune.
Oh, okay.
That's positive enough. Queen of Wands.
Mm-hmm.
Everything show up for him no, that's not a wand. Sword. King of Sword. They shows up for him all the time.
Yep,
And
there's
all the
little
reading.
swords.
Swords. Mm-hmm. And meaning he mental. And what was your question?
My question is he willing to get help for his anger?
Well, here I see a Wheel of Fortune. You know, I don't know him, but I can say this because of the Wheel of Fortune. First of all, you got to accept that there is a problem. And I don't know if he has done that. I don't know that. Second of all, I see a Queen of Swords, meaning he's going to go after what he wants. Mentally, he's going to go after what he wants. And I see it, and this is Swords too. So I definitely see if that's what it takes, he's willing to do it. Because I do see a moving on or transitioning from something that is really, really hard to something that's more calmer. And I could see the sun rising. So I definitely can see, yes, he would do it if it was necessary.
Okay.
Who wouldn't?
That's good to know.
Only but a jackass wouldn't want to get therapy to help out your relationship with somebody who you love and you want to be with. That would be cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Who knows? Maybe he could have been a narcissist.
Yeah. So anyway, is there anything else? So I guess the bottom line is, I think I've asked everything. This may be a little redundant, but I just want to ask again: did they get back together? Just point blank, period. If it's positive, then that means yes. This is strength.
Okay.
This is the 10 of Cups.
Holding on strong, fighting for
loving and holding and looking at their family. Mm-hmm. Yep. So, let me see. And I see the Death card.
Oh no.
Oh yes. I tell you, it's a mixture. It's the whole thing has been negative, positive, negative, positive. I don't understand what that entails exactly, but as I show you this,
they go back and forth.
They go back and forth, and I don't know what it is, because he's very strong and courageous, and he is going to speak his mind. He's not no chump, and I think that egos, but I definitely see that they love together, and I definitely see that they could get back together. But when I see the dying of this death, that in many cases, this is not about a real death with formaldehyde did. This is about an old way of dying from an old way and starting something new. And I think that could work. I really do. From this tower moment to get away from it. It happened. It was brewing. And then find their way back together, even if it's for love's sake and their son. It's a beautiful thing. It really is. And in this case, I hope she's not pregnant.
Yes.
I would hope that she's not. I don't know why I could see why somebody would think that she was about 2-3 months pregnant. But she could, like I said, she could just have the bloat. She could have ate too many cabbage or something, and I don't know. But nevertheless, I do see that they're getting back together, but they still need work. They still not 100 cohesive. I'm 100% sure about that. I don't care what it look like, what they say, they still have issues. They love each other, but they still have issues. Through every reading, it has something positive and negative. So the best thing I could say is this. It's still wavering. Whether they're together or whether they're apart or whether they're thinking about getting back together. They're two strong individuals. And unless she's willing to bend, it's going to be a rocky road. And I would hate to see someone spend 10 years, 15 years of their life in this and still at the end wind up not being together. Mm-hmm. That's a tragedy. And that happened to so many people. It happened to me. You spend your life in a relationship trying to work it out when it's lopsided. You can't find a balance. Too strong. Too much alike in a way. Just can't find the balance, and you stay there hoping and hoping and hoping and hoping. You break up, you get back together. You break up for 6 months, you get back together. You break up for 3 months, you get back together. You break up for a day, you get back together. Break up for 8 months, you get back together. And it just goes on and on and on. And before you know it, you done spent your whole life. You done spent a decade of your time breaking up and getting back together. Mm-hmm. It's sad, really. So all of your baby making years, all of that goes in with that. Your age, you started out 20, now you're 30. Woo! Jesus. You started out at 25, now you're 35. My God. And it happens. And before you know it, a lot of women don't have children or find it difficult to get pregnant because they've been on the birth control pill or whatever. It's hard. And so for me, yes, I would love for Keke and her boyfriend to get back together and find peace and marry and make this thing legal and wipe away all the fears and tears. Sorry about that. Forgot to plug her in and she almost clunked out on us when I'm getting ready to leave anyway. Well, anyway, I definitely see that they are working at it and they are communicating and they are talking and the guards are coming down. And whether or not they in a relationship, I think that they're working towards it. But it's been difficult. And what do I think? I think that they are. And I do. I think that they are working at it. And if they are together, it's secretive. It's not ready to be exposed unless she have exposed it. But I don't know that, but so I'm gonna just play it safe and I'm gonna say, right now, it looks like they're working to get back together. It's still, and I'm saying it, it's still not 100. It may be too soon, or it could just be in that phase where they starting to talk and they starting to be, and she's leaving the baby with them and this and that. Maybe that's going on, and maybe she will forgive him and take him back. But they still need work. I can't stress that enough. So with that being said, baby Crone, you have any questions?
No, I think we answered them
I think
all.
I answered everything that I could think of to answer. So, but this is my reading on Keke Palmer and her boyfriend,
Darius Jackson.
Darius. I hope they find love and make this thing legal and live together forever and have another kid or two. That's what I wish. And that he find his peace in all of this. If you enjoyed this reading, please give us a thumbs up. Or if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. We could really use it. And if you ever want a tarot reading, hey, Baby Crone and I are available. If you want Baby Crone to give you a reading, hey, there it is. Just call, make an appointment, and we're at your beck and call. Well, that's all I gotta say. So, we love you, right? Have a good evening. Sunflowers.